All right, welcome to another RADER Security Vodcast here with Tyler. Tyler, today I wanted to talk about that OMV or DMV breach that happened June 15th of 2023. Louisiana government said that there was a breach of driver's license, things like this. What I found shortly after is just a lot of speculation, disinformation, people getting stuff wrong. It's kind of hard to wade our way through exactly what happened and all the repercussions of it. So I really quickly just want to kind of get to the root of it and what happened and what can we do now. So what happened?
Sure. So what happened was there was a data breach that was caused by a third-party software used by the OMV and in fact used by several organizations, including a lot of federal and state organizations and banks. A lot of sensitive information facilitated through this third-party file transfer software.
Okay.
Database containing a lot of sensitive information was accessed by bad actors using this vulnerability. It was actually first published back in March that the vulnerability was discovered.
Oh.
And then in mid-June, we found that it was exploited by allegedly a Russian-backed ransomware gang, I believe they're called Clop.
Clop.
And criminals as they may be, they claim that they had no intention of using people's data against them. They were only going after the major organizations, trying to extort some sort of payment. That being said, the OMV, as stated in the notification that they just sent out to all Louisiana citizens, did have the data exposed that included our names, our social security numbers, addresses, just almost all of our personal information just completely exposed, leaving us at risk.
Yep. So we have the list here: birth date, height, eye color, everything that's on your driver's license, essentially. So this third-party software, so it wasn't just Louisiana DMV. It was a lot of agencies, a lot of different businesses, a lot of verticals got hit with this.
Correct.
We just happen to be blaming Louisiana DMV because we're in Louisiana.
Most closely tied, yes.
Yes, exactly. But it's not necessarily their fault. They didn't do anything wrong. They were using enterprise software that a lot of people use.
Sure. And this is just an inherent risk of the complexities of modern technology. A lot of third-party components are plugged in that might have their own vulnerabilities that just can't be, accounted for or might be unknown, and like it was in this case, and then something happens. A security incident happens.
Yep. I mean, so that could be a whole other conversation about, your best security is still your weakest link. So we're talking enterprise level, highly secure software that had a bug that was exploited. Happens all the time.
Absolutely. Any modern software has tons of dependencies like that, and common theme in the security industry lately has been supply chain security and accounting for all the various components that go into any modern software.
Yep. You said something last episode, which I highly recommend watching, everybody, that the things that we're most comfortable with are the things that hackers go after.
Sure.
Right?
Comfortable and popular, anything that has a wide target base and something that we're used to using a lot is what the bad guys are going to target.
Yep.
Gives them the most bang for their buck.
So, all right. So what do we do now? Our stuff has maybe been hacked. Let me back up before you answer that question.
Sure.
There was 6 million records released. That doesn't mean 6 million people were affected because there's duplicate records. There's people who have moved out of the state. So maybe your information is not out there, but just go forward thinking that it is, right? So on that assumption, what do we do?
Well, the OMV sent out this notification with some recommendations, and frankly, whether you were or weren't impacted, these recommendations are great to follow regardless.
Yep.
Because with the size of our digital footprint these days, you can just assume that your data has been exposed in some form or another by some entity, whether or not they told you about it.
Good point.
So following through the steps provided by the OMV, when it comes to financial data, you want to make sure that you're keeping a close eye on your financial accounts. Turn on credit monitoring. I believe that the OMV has given away a year of
LifeLock.
LifeLock. That's right. To look out for identity theft.
Yep.
But that's a service I would highly recommend regardless. Mm-hmm. I'm in the security industry, and my wife was the victim of identity theft, I think 2 summers ago. Had a Verizon account open in her name, but we had it flagged on the credit report, and we were able to, take care of it before it became too big of an issue. So it's just, these things are happening constantly to everybody.
Yep.
They give some other recommendations about changing all your passwords. That's probably more of just a generic advice that's applicable to any event.
Yeah.
But there is no evidence that any passwords were tied to this particular data breach.
Gotcha.
It's just, this is a topic for a whole different episode, but
yeah.
It's extremely important to maintain unique and complex passwords for all your various accounts. Use multi-factor authentication where possible. But like I said, we could get into that topic for a whole other episode.
I think I want that to be our next episode. It's all about that. Cool. I think that's it. If anybody has any questions, please feel free to contact us. We can dig more into this, into other topics. We joked earlier, hit the like button. If you found this information relevant to you and you might think it's relevant to other people, hit the like button. That helps the algorithm. If you want to get notifications when we have new videos, hit the subscribe button, all that fun stuff on YouTube. I think that's it. Until next time.
All right. Thanks, Jason.
Cool. Thanks, Tyler. Later.